Fleetwood Stories Sunday night. Salute to everybody watching or talking about. As you know how we do it when we do it. If it's your first time checking in, let me know what country, what state, what province, what street corner, what penthouse in the sky you checking in from. Cause we worldwide and it's nothing but love, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Last week we got into, talking about Jimmy Henchman. When Jimmy spoke, we realized some shit's going on. Because accusations started flying around that Big Stretch was the part of the setup. So, Stretch said Pac shot himself. Pac said, nah, these niggas set me up. Conversation was on fire. Speculations was flying. So we got to finish the drama. You know what I'm saying? We got to finish it off. Now, before we finish it off, though, I got to say this, though. Nothing but it's all alleged. Everything we're talking about is alleged. None of us was there. None of us was there. But we trying to be here to relive a moment in hip-hop history. That's what Fleetwood Stories is all about. Tonight, while we watching, if y'all have any recommendations for who y'all want to see next week, chat is open. The chat is open. The chat is open. Now, if y'all don't know who Big Stretch is, I'm going to give y'all the intro.
Stretch was a member of the group Live Squad. Police say Walker was driving in Hollis, Queens overnight on his way home from his brother's house when someone in a passing car shot at him at least 3 times, causing him to crash his van.
So that day that shit happened, November 30th, 1994, it wasn't just Tupac and Freddie Nichols. Stretch was with them too?
Stretch was with them too. Yeah, Stretch set the whole shit up. He was in cahoots. He was giving us play-by-play where they was at.
And did Tupac go to Stretch's funeral?
No.
Once I lost my brother, man, it was like, I'm just like, where the is everybody at?
And you like Stretch and Pac was like this. Where did it go left? How did that relationship break down?
After the quad shooting.
And the reason I knew my...
All right. Speculation say, oh, man, we heard what the partner say, man. Stretch gave us the drop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Him and Jimmy Henchman was in cahoots. He paid off Stretch. Stretch was on the drop because he was with Pac the whole day. Now, we going to hear from Pac himself. Up until now, we never heard what the man had to say. We going to get into it. Let's get down to the smoke.
My homeboys set me up is because my homeboys knew I was strapped. The dudes came straight for me. My homeboys is behind. It's like they running for the swag. My homeboys behind and they didn't do nothing. They did was grab the and I could have bust. But they got guns, so these are coming for me and these just sitting there. And they said get, and they just dropped to the floor. I knew it was a setup.
Yeah, I believe everything you're saying, man. Because I remember it's an audio, man. It's an audio.
All right, you know, there's 2 sides to every story now. We heard Pac's side. He said, yo, I was the only nigga with the strap. When them niggas pulled up, all my niggas got down. It was it. It's like they targeted me. And why didn't y'all niggas defend it? And if y'all niggas was woo, maybe I could have popped back. I don't know. But the stretch of them niggas, they ain't had no gun. Nigga, I ain't retarded. No. I don't care how tall I am. I ain't trying to stand in front of no bullet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your bodyguard. I'm your partner. So it's 2 different stories. But now, listen to what Stretch got to say.
Video that's been online for a few years now, a Stretch. And, you know, he talking a little spicy about Pac, man, getting shot at quad. So
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I got to send you that, man. Actually, let me see if I can find it right quick while we do this interview for you can see it. Yeah, you got to hear this, man. Dude was talking crazy, man.
What was he saying?
Oh, man. I mean, he was just talking crazy, man. I mean, let me see if I can find this right quick so you can hear it.
Bro, I'm going to tell you like this. Like, when Pac first got shot, I remember he was on, I said it before, when he was on Jazzman, a guy couch, and Big Stretch came to him. This was awkward for me, bro, because I'm fresh off the block. I'm fresh from the ghetto, like from Irvington, New Jersey, straight to hanging around Pac. So I already know how people move, you know what I mean? So when he came and said, Jimmy Henchman, I remember like yesterday, Jimmy Henchman said, you don't want to go to war because you don't got your money right. And I'm looking like him. I'm the only one that said, how do a friend bring this message to a friend? Like, You know what I mean? So that felt awkward to me. Like, you know, I'm not going to tell my man this dude said that. I'm going to be like, no, like, how you comfortable to send me that message to take the pot?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You supposed to say, no, this message ain't going to pot. We want war, for example. So that was awkward because I heard it. You know, I'm young and I'm peeping everything. So when he said Jimmy Henchman say, and that's why Pac said on that song, now I got my money right. I want war. Because of that. You know what I mean? You know, he said, you don't got your money right. You don't want to go to war.
Found it.
You sent it?
All right, that's Napoleon's analyzation of the situation. But when Majesty spoke, remember last week, Majesty spoke, said the conversation was like that, but it wasn't really like that. You know what I'm saying? He said Jimmy was calling us because he heard, yo, y'all niggas ready to start shooting everything moving, man. So we want to know, man, because if it's that time, hey, man, we got money for war. You get what I'm saying? But hey, maybe Napoleon got a point, man. Why you relaying the messages if you ain't cool with the nigga? You know what I'm saying? If the nigga said, if you got an issue with the nigga, how you relaying messages from me or from that nigga to me? You know what I'm saying?
Got it right here. Listen to this right here. And this is Scratch talking, so this is not me putting words in his mouth. But yeah, man, dude talking crazy, man. Listen to it.
Yeah, okay, I'm about to listen to it right now.
Get around the corner and shit, we see this nigga standing in front of the studio room with a army fatigue jacket on. There's somebody sitting inside the door where the elevators and shit is at, and he's looking at a newspaper or something. So boom, they buzz us in, and the kid that was standing in front of the studio, he comes in behind us. Some people get off the elevator and walk out. As soon as they walk out, Money with the army fatigue and this other, and the kid that was sitting there, they spit on us like, yo, y'all know what this is. These niggas got the drop on us. So boom, Pop turns around and he act like he's going for his joint. And then the shot went off. After the shot, boom, that nigga Pop hit the floor. Next thing I know, we down on the ground. After the shot's gone, some niggas panic and break out. Them niggas stayed there and took niggas' jewels off. Calling Pop a bitch ass nigga or whatever, you know, just kicking him and shit. That kid with the green jacket just started hitting that nigga in the head with the joint, telling that nigga to shut up. After they finished robbing nigga, they just jetted. Tupac got shot trying to go for his gun or whatever. He made a mistake on his own. He did something to his motherfucker self. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him a chance to tell the world what he did to his motherfucker self.
So they try to say he shot himself?
You hear that, man? You hear the hate and disdain in his voice, yo?
On November 30th.
Yo, Stretch said no, fuck that. Pac shot his motherfucking self. I don't know. I straight up and down like 6 o'clock. Ain't 6:01, ain't 5:59. I don't know which side. I don't know who's still. I don't know, man. So somebody ain't telling the truth, man. Do you believe Stretch? Do you believe Pac? I don't know, man.
1994, Tupac was shot at Quad Studios in a moment that changed hip-hop forever. Exactly 1 year later, on the same day in 1995, Stretch, one of Tupac's closest friends, was off in his hometown after being chased down and shot by 2 perpetrators in a car.
Walker, known as Stretch, was a member of the group Live Squad. Walker was only about 3 blocks away from his home right here. He didn't make it, and his family doesn't know why.
The Walker family is devastated by the loss of rap artist Randy Walker. He was just 27 years old.
He held my mother up, and I can't believe he's gone. I can't believe he's gone.
Walker, known as Stretch, was a member of the group Live Squad. Police say Walker was driving in Hollis, Queens overnight on his way home from his brother's house when someone in a passing car shot at him at least 3 times, causing him to crash his van. Walker was only about 3 blocks away from his home right here. He didn't make it, and his family doesn't know why.
I don't know if people think that he was moving up too fast. I don't know.
And maybe a little jealous of his success.
Yes, I think so.
Oh, God.
I get a hug from him every day. Every day. He calls me mother.
Some folks in the neighborhood believe his murder might be drug-related.
We didn't have to sell drugs.
So he wasn't into drugs at all?
Nah, not at all. There's a lot of rumors about that. And maybe, growing up, in the streets, whatever. But now, in these years, I wasn't even going down like that.
Walker's wife and 6-year-old daughter Monisha are trying to come to grips with their tragic loss. Now, all they have are memories.
Why?
Was this a coincidence?
Is it a coincidence? 1 year to the day after the quad, they picked off Stretch. This is when niggas side eyeing Pac like, yo, did Pac set up Stretch? Majesty's gonna speak on that, Stretch's brother. But it's kind of ironic that nigga, 1 year to the day. Holy shit, man.
Or was this a revenge hit connected to Tupac? Well, that question seemed to be answered when neither Tupac nor other big-name rappers showed up to Stretch's funeral.
I'm like, my mom's like, yo, is Pac coming to the funeral? It's big calling, like, yo, it's real, man. You're big, you know what I'm saying? And Big ain't come to the funeral.
Stretch ain't have nothing to do with what happened to you in a quad studio. That was your man. You could have showed up at his funeral. You should have showed up and just paid your respects. Or even if you wasn't coming, you could have sent something.
The reality was that nobody wanted to be associated with Stretch after his death because his name had become too controversial. There were rumors that Stretch might have been involved in Tupac's shooting at Quad Studios. Some even claimed he was caught talking disrespectfully about Tupac, saying Tupac shot himself during the incident.
Before we get into what happened at Quad Studios, everything was cool with Tupac and Stretch, right? Prior to that, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. They were together, bro. You gotta remember, they walked into the quad.
They never had an issue, man, unless Stretch a real sucker nigga. I think it was all coincidental, man. It was the nigga was gonna get robbed regardless. I think Jimmy set it up, but I don't know, man. The nigga who sent the hit said, hey, man, Jimmy set it up and he paid off Stretch. I don't fucking know, man. Stretch would have to be a fucking grimy nigga to do that. But you can't put him past nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Situation together with Freddie. Freddie was there too. They walked in together. They walked through that door together. They have been together all fucking day. They walked in that situation and they both got laid down together. They all got laid down.
On the flip side, if you were part of the East Coast scene or aligned with Biggie's crew, who were rumored to have ties to Tupac's shooting, attending Stretch's funeral might have raised suspicions about where your loyalties lay. It was a no-win situation, and being tied to Stretch became a dangerous game. But was Stretch really connected to Tupac's shooting? Let's dig deeper. Stretch and Tupac weren't just friends. They were practically brothers. The two collaborated on several tracks together and their bond seemed unshakable. But everything changed after that fateful day in 1994 when Tupac was shot at Quad Studios. From that point on, their relationship soured, and it became clear that Tupac believed Stretch had some kind of involvement in the shooting.
Damn lie, man. First of all, one of the bracelets, right? It was like a handcuff bracelet, the balls with the diamonds on it. Motherfuckers ain't know that. He had another bracelet that was like a bicycle chain and shit with charms on it, right? Just couldn't say that. All right, he had the diamond chain on with the chain with diamonds at each length going through it. Right, he had a big stone on the diamond ring and a smaller stone, one for 35,000 and the one for 20,000. All right, so motherfucker, even Stretch that did this shit, I took his bracelet too, and changed it and put his fuck name, my man name on it, and took off the name on it. So motherfuckers claiming they did shit. Even
so hold on, homie.
Claimed that he was Tupac's stepdaddy, wrote me and shit, and wanted me to have my people meet him and give him back the chain and shit, talking about some redemption shit. You know, them niggas ain't had shit, man.
So hold on, hey Dex. So that day that shit happened, November 30th, 1994, it wasn't just Tupac and Freddie Nichols. Stretch was with them too?
Stretch was with them too, yeah. Stretch set the whole shit up. He was in cahoots. He was giving us play-by-play where they was at. On their way there, he was in communication with Jimmy and shit. You know, Jimmy promised them two big eggs and shit.
Wow, so he sold Pac out for a quarter brick, basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
And
Kill boy too.
Wow. Yeah. They got him up out of here.
Why did Tupac...
Listening to that audio, you really believe Stretch set him up? Listen, Nichols got hit too. Nichols is their partner. So why would Stretch, knowing the situation, put Nichols in the line of fire and Nichols gets popped too? That's some real backdoor shit right there, man. If that's the case.
Think this. A big reason was that Stretch had connections to the people allegedly behind the incident. Being from Queens, Stretch was familiar with Haitian Jack and Jimmy Henchman, two notorious figures in the New York underworld. On the night of the shooting, Stretch was right there with Tupac when everything went down. But what didn't sit right with Tupac was the fact that he was the only one targeted. Stretch, a towering figure at 6'8", and the reason for his nickname, should have logically been the biggest threat to the gunman. Yet, they didn't even try to touch him. This raised red flags for Tupac.
Your bro, man, Big Stretch. Respectfully, man, how did he get killed? What was the reason behind that?
Well, my brother got caught up. My brother got killed on some hood shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, like I said I did a documentary called The Tribute, and I said I'm gonna say the same shit I said on The Tribute, man. When you from the hood, nigga, everybody from the hood is in the same state, in the state of ignorance, and when you in that state, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these shits is unsolved, so I can't get into telling you what happened. All I know is same bullshit that happens everywhere. Oh, somebody from over here got killed. Or we heard it was somebody from over here. And when it's green light, when it's on, green light, whoever they see from over here, the first time, nigga could get it. It happened to be my brother. You understand? And we just leave that at that.
How do you feel about people that say Tupac has something to do with your brother getting killed?
I never heard that, and I wouldn't even give that what? I wouldn't even give that a third of a thought. I wouldn't even, please. I ain't never heard that, and if that is out there, please. I already told y'all what it is. Everybody from the hood know what it is.
The situation became even more questionable when Stretch passed on messages to Tupac from Jimmy Henchman.
Majesty still won't like that. But why didn't nobody show up to the funeral? Why is Jimmy so comfortable to relay messages through you to Tupac? Leaves a lot of questions.
While Tupac was recovering from the shooting, that's when Tupac's suspicions solidified. He started believing Stretch might have played a role in setting him up.
When he came and said, Jimmy Henchman, I remember like yesterday, Jimmy Henchman said, you don't want to go to war because you don't got your money right. And I'm looking like him. I'm the only one that said, how do a friend bring this message to a friend? Like, you know what I mean? So that felt awkward to me. Like,
adding to the suspicion, Tupac had been brought to Quad Studios under the pretense of working with Lil Sean, an artist managed by none other than Jimmy Henchman. Jimmy was well known as both a music manager and a feared gangster, someone who had influence both in the industry and on the streets. Tupac later opened up about why he even went to Quad Studios that night, and it's clear he had reservations from the start. He admitted that he was suspicious of Jimmy Henchman, saying, I met him through some rough characters I knew. He was trying to get legitimate and all that, so I thought I was doing him a favor. But when I called him back for directions, he was like, I don't have the money. So I said, if you don't have the money, I'm not coming.
Pac still love my brother. He ain't never said his name in nothing. You know what I'm saying? He probably had his little what he was mad at, but nigga, he ain't never say nothing about my brother. He ain't never say his name. You know what I'm saying? So where you get them? Then Pac say your name, right?
He's got a point there, though. If Pac got a problem with you, he's not gonna, you know what I mean? He's not gonna beat around the bush when we know man gonna call your name directly. You know what I'm saying? He called Jimmy's name directly on that record, but Stretch, he did not call his name directly.
If Pac says your name, so you got to give that some credit, man. Y'all got to.
Hold on, y'all. All right, let's
be like,
Most people do think Tupac was talking about your bro on Against All Odds, though.
Or with the switch sides gets a new friend. How we switch sides? I told you, look, the shit goes down, right? Quad, right? Now, Pac in the hospital, everything, right? My brother with him. Remember, he had 2 guns, nigga. Niggas had to stash one of the guns. Because when they ran downstairs, all of that shit the police did, niggas gave Big one of the guns. Big went upstairs and stashed the gun, right? Now, late next day, Pac like, yo, send somebody to go get the gun from Big. Niggas go back to the studio, get the gun. Nigga, he ain't saying nothing about Big. So that whole time when Pac is locked up, before the vibe come out, nigga, everything is cool. We ain't knowing that we ain't supposed to be with Big. Ain't no beef. I told you that's the Trinity. Live Squad, Pac, and Big. And Tretching them, my nigga. That's all we fuck with.
Normally, Tupac wasn't the type.
Yo, not to see the funny guy, you know. But yo, he's right. I heard accounts say, yo, they had stashed the weapon in the piano, and Pac sent Big and them niggas back the next day to go get it. So when you see the footage when Big and them is coming out the studio, this is the time in the morning, whatever it was, Big had the weapon on them times. I seen in another interview that was talking about it. So Majesty confirmed that. So he's kind of right. How the fuck we got a problem with Big when just before all this shit we was all cool? I didn't know we even had a problem with Big. Didn't he go and get the weapon for you? And you know what I'm saying? He's got a point there, man. He's got a real good point there.
To charge people he felt he was helping, especially other black artists. He had a strong desire to uplift his people and help them get ahead in life. But this time, he decided to charge Henchman because he felt something was off. Pac continued. He hung up the phone and then called me back saying, I'm going to call Andre Harrell to make sure you get the money, but I'm going to give you the money out of my pocket. So I said, all right, I'm on my way. Tupac recalled that as they approached the studio, someone called down from above. It was Lil Cease, one of Biggie's close friends. Pac said, that's my homeboy. As soon as I saw him, all my concerns about the situation were relaxed. But looking back, it's clear that Tupac had been lured there under false pretenses. He was the target, and whoever planned this knew exactly where he was going to be.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said that the way he reacted when he was getting robbed, it looked like he was a part of the setup.
I guess so. I guess so. I don't understand why he would feel that way, because they all got laid down, and everybody knows that Freddie ended up taking a bullet. So I don't know why he would feel that way. I think, from my perspective, what I know from talking to Stretch was niggas had to drop on him. So what was I supposed to do? Niggas had to drop on him. And for Pac saying that they came straight for him, they absolutely did. Because if anybody'd seen the interview with the dude, that one of the dudes that was there, they know they were there for Pac. They were there for Pac. They wasn't there for they wasn't trying to rob nobody else. They wanted to rob Tupac.
It's December 1st, 1994. The rare, raw footage of Tupac Shakur in a wheelchair the morning after he was shot.
The incident was initially classed as a robbery.
75% of the poll says Big Stretch lured him there. This is what the chat's saying right now, based on what we see in the evidence. I'm not gonna lie. I think if he didn't lure him there, he definitely probably knew something about it. Definitely probably didn't know something about it. You know what I'm saying?
But things didn't add up. Haitian Jack, someone Tupac had publicly disrespected in a Daily News article, hinted that the attack was about revenge. Pac had referred to Jack as a hanger-on. This was a bold move, especially in New York, where Jack and his associates were considered to have significant street influence. In an interview with Ice-T, Jack claimed that one of his associates decided Tupac needed to be disciplined. However, Jack admitted that the plan went wrong and later received a call from the associate, informing him about it.
I got the call within 30 seconds after it happened. Listen, man, I got it, homie. And it went all bad.
So someone called you up, I assume you know who it was because you answered, and they said that the job went bad.
They said, listen, I got that dude. Remember, I told everybody not to get at him. Somebody got at him.
While Jack didn't name the person, many believe he was referring.
Haitian Jack said, yo, somebody called me and let him know. Yeah, it went down. 99.9% was probably Jimmy Henchman, man. It was probably Jimmy Henchman. Now, if it was Jimmy has said, yo, nigga, it wasn't me. And Pac came there with some other niggas. So why y'all ain't look at the other niggas? I think Jimmy and Stretch set him up. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of feeling like Jimmy kind of probably, set him up with Stretch.
To Jimmy Henchman, it's highly likely that Tupac was set up. Still, some argue that this doesn't necessarily mean Stretch was involved.
You're absolutely right. it does get bad. And unfortunate in hip hop, we're no stranger to loss. Not sure if you're aware, but Jam Master Jay, another one going too soon. Icon, you mentioned Run and DMC. Third member of the group, JMJ. The guy who's suspected of killing him also is suspected of allegedly killing Stretch, who you mentioned earlier. Did you know Stretch? Did you ever get a chance to meet him?
Yeah, I knew Stretch before I knew Pac. I knew Stretch for I knew Stretch. Yeah, I knew Stretch for a while. Like,
you know, it's interesting because Stretch got killed. I think it was exactly 1 year to the day after the quad incident. So a lot of people, when he passed away, they thought it was retaliation because of, you know, it was rumored that he had something to do with Pac getting set up, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. But I sat down with Ed Lover and interviewed him just because Ed, he knows Stretch from the hood. Right. And that was his boy. He loved him.
Damn.
And, you know, he was like, Sean, nowhere in the world. Ain't nowhere in the world Stretch had nothing to do with that. Yeah. He had real love for Pac. Stretch.
I ain't know the nigga accused of killing Jam Master Jay is the same person accused of knocking out Stretch. When I put this video together, I learned a lot about the situation. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So anytime we watch the Fleetwood Stories, it's me collaging all the information that I can find to put the information together for us to watch it as one thing and come up with a synopsis. You know what I'm saying? So right now, the chat said, man, no, we're not convinced. We think Stretch lured the situation, lured Pac into the situation. All right, Ed Love was gonna speak.
Stretch from Queens.
My man.
Did not, yes, your boy, your brother, R.I.P. Stretch. He did not set up Tupac.
It's impossible.
Yeah, hell yeah. Pac and Stretch was real close, man.
So how we supposed to know we not supposed to be with Big? Or how we supposed to know you mad at him if you ain't telling us? I just told you. When we go to Rikers Island, when niggas go to Rikers Island and say what he said, and he say, oh,
He's got a point. Yo, up until the Vibe article came out, none of them niggas knew there was a problem. Yo, Pac got hit up and shit, but you know, Pac was still cool with these niggas, and it wasn't a problem. After the Vibe interview came out, oh shit, nigga, it was on. You know what I mean?
The interview or whatever. He ain't never say nothing. So how we supposed to know he switched? What, you know what I'm saying? So when that switch side shit came, switch sides? Whose side? What side? What, Big is our side. That's all of it. What are you talking about? So that's how I felt about that. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a chick running around saying that he went at her and Pac was fuck with her and my brother tried to go at her and all this bullshit. And when he came with Big, she was looking kind of funny, like, what is he doing with? Bitch, you ain't even know Pac had no beef with Big. Nobody knew he had a. So what are you talking about? Everybody trying to be clout chasing, huh? What the fuck is going on, my G? Yo, niggas is crazy. And then, nigga, he only married one chick, and it wasn't her. So. But we'll keep that. I don't know her, so God bless everybody, man. But this shit crazy, man.
Stretch had been a constant presence in Pac's life, even collaborating with him on tracks like Many Tears.
Yo, Majesty is a fool. But what he's saying makes complete sense, bro. If you listen to Majesty, you're gonna think yourself, nah, Stretch didn't set the nigga up. And Majesty was there, like, that's the little brother. He was there for the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
However, by the time Tupac's landmark third album, All Eyes on Me, was released, Stretch's contributions had been completely removed. This was a clear sign of the growing divide between the two former friends. Stretch himself spoke about the fallout in his own Vibe interview, expressing confusion and frustration over Tupac's accusations. He said, "Me and Pac have been down from day one. Before he did Juice, before his first album. That's my man, so the interview he did in Vibe bugged me out, but I know him. He likes to talk a lot. Especially when he's upset, he'll say shh that he won't even mean. And then he'll think about it later and be like, damn, why the F did I say that?" Stretch also took issue with Tupac airing their issues publicly, saying, in that interview, Pac was talking all that shit about thug life being ignorance and telling ninjas names and all that. I don't even understand why he went there. I've seen Pac mad times after the shooting, and he never kicked none of that shit to me. You know how he feels about the media, so why would he go and do an interview like that? He's supposed to be a street ninja. He should have kept it in the street. Ninjas on the street live by rules, man. And that rule right there, that's a rule that's never to be broken. Tupac's comments about Stretch not stepping up during the attack also struck a nerve. Pac had said he expected Stretch, who stood at 6'8" and towered over everyone, to fight back. Stretch responded, Pac saying all this shush in the interview like, I thought Stretch was gonna fight. He was towering over them. Now that dude knows I ain't never gonna be out like no B, but I ain't dumb. I ain't got no gun. What the F am I supposed to do? I might be towering over them, but I ain't towering over no slugs.
Show me your company, I'll tell you who you are, man.
Listen, man, I don't care if a nigga's 6'9". He can't do nothing to a weapon, a firearm. Just know this, your height can't do nothing to a firearm, family. And he's not your security. So in that aspect, I understand where Stretch is coming from, man. Hey, man, and Nichols got hit too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nichols got hit too. That's the partner. So unless Eddie and everybody could get it, you know what I'm saying?
My brother stopped hustling. He ain't never hustle no more, nigga. He put all his faith in this music shit. Like, this shit gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, show me your company you are. He changed his company, nigga. Everybody he talking to was rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, he upstairs in my mom's crib in that little ass room with millionaires on the phone with him. He on the phone with Russell and Andre Harrell, God bless his dead, and they telling him, Stretch, that's a fucking deal. And Puffy got a better deal than that. So, boom, we like, fuck it, man. Let's sign it. And the night that we said, let's sign it, we was gonna sign it the next day, I lost my brother, man.
Wow.
You understand? Now put everybody around let's Rockefeller, 50 G Unit. Let's say that's them, and niggas would have lost 50 or lost J. Would they have been a G Unit? Would they would have been a Rockefeller? That's what we just went through. You understand? That's what we went through, my nigga. So once I lost my brother, man, it was like, I'm just like, where the fuck is everybody at? Yo, I'm like, my mom's like, yo, is Pop coming to the funeral? Is Big calling? Like, yo, it's real, man. You're Big, you know what I'm saying? And Big ain't come to the funeral. It was too crazy for him. I don't know what everybody was thinking, you know what I'm saying? And then when Big died, I felt what he felt. That's why I didn't go to Big's funeral. I'm like, oh, now I know why Big ain't come. Because it was too crazy. Like, even though this is hood shit, these niggas, he like, man, it was too crazy. So now, when it happened to Big, I felt the same shit. I'm like, damn, I'm Pac, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to no Brooklyn, to no funeral right now. You know what I'm saying? Let them grieve. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy, man. And that's where we was at. You know what I mean? That's what.
How do you feel about Tupac not going to your brother's funeral? Because I know Ed Lover had an issue with that. He was mad that Tupac didn't show up.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, I lost my brother, so I couldn't really focus on. I damn near can't even remember that day of the funeral, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I definitely wanted to see niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. But when I spoke to Billy Bang, and he was like, yo. When he spoke to Pac about my brother and shit, he was like, yo, man, Stretch gone, nigga. What the fuck, man? And he said Pac was like, yo, we at war right now, my nigga. We at war right now. Like, meaning, like, yo, nigga, if Stretch could go, nigga, anybody could go. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, you know, my brother wasn't, I told you, nigga, he been left the streets, all that shit. So that shit was like a shock. That's why 50 said first it happened to Stretch, then Pac, then Big. So I'm convinced it can happen to everybody, kid. That shit was a shock to the world.
Yo, it happened to Pac, Big, Stretch. And Stretch, yo, bro, anybody can get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can get it, man. The poll said 75% they feel that Stretch lured Pac into the situation. I want to believe it. I'm listening to Majesty. I'm like, yo, unless they really backdoored you, player. I don't know, man. Ed Lever said he would never do that. From all accounts, y'all was player partners and partner players. You know what I'm saying? We'll never know because we was never there. But at least for a conspiracy, and it's good to relive some hip-hop history. You know what I'm talking about? Next week, I'm going to put in the community poll and see what the Cadillacs want and who we want to talk about next Sunday. You know what I'm talking about? I appreciate everybody that tuned in this evening. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to be back at it Wednesday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time roll call. But y'all know how we do. We got 2 videos coming out tomorrow, 2 videos coming out Tuesday. You know, 2 videos a day. You know what I mean? 3 p.m., 6 p.m. Y'all know the schedule don't change. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all all the time, every time. You know what I'm talking about? And as always, play on, player, play on.